Hi, I'm Jack Strapp from 95 YNF, and we're with, I'm sure you know, John Waite. John, got to talk about the clothes, like the fashion. What do you think?
Yes.
Definitely.
Just the first thing I found when I got out of bed this morning. I was in a rush, so.
It's fashionable, though. You see it. This is 80s.
Looking very colourful this morning.
All right, first of all, John, we want to welcome you to Central Florida, the Tampa Bay area. How you finding it so far?
Hectic.
It is. It's a
very
little
hectic.
It's a little bit rough, and we got a big crowd out here to see you today. The new album, you got to be happy with the success of, I guess, especially Missing You. That's been a big single for you.
Yeah, well, it was #1, and yeah, I'm really knocked out by it, really.
Tell us a little bit about Paper Dolls. Everybody saw you on TV the last few weeks. We had a lot of questions about it.
That's just something I did for exposure, really. I always fancied doing some acting, and I was offered a film a couple of years ago, and I had to turn it down because of my schedule. So I always wondered what would happen if somebody shouted action, and I was sort of in front of the camera. So I thought it was a great dry run to see if I could actually pull it off.
Were you happy with your performance?
Oh, it's hardly acting. It's just that I was working with actors. I managed to be myself and sing. I got to sing Missing You to 20 million people and sort of kiss a lot of pretty girls. So, I mean...
That's a good deal.
And they paid me a lot of money.
Yeah, all right.
So
Well,
it's, you know,
10 or 15 years down the road, can you see John Waite as a serious actor, something you'd like to pursue, maybe?
no, I think in 10 or 15 years' time I'll be on a farm somewhere living very quietly with a bunch of dogs, kids, cats, and, you know, I'm probably going to buy a farm this year.
How do you find audiences in America, say, different from audiences in Europe? Are there any differences? I've heard people say different things about that, but to you, is there a difference?
I think the medium in America is much more is TV and radio, whereas in England, or should I say Great Britain or Europe, it's a lot more sort of word of mouth and sort of in the papers and fashion oriented. I think it's very much consumer, you know, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that a lot of people in America really are heavily into TV and sort of, and the radio. You know, they constantly live with music as a backdrop to their existence, whereas in England, TV and music are a luxury.
Yeah.
And that's a massive difference, I think. Full bore, you know, it's great.
All right, you thinking about a new album maybe for next year with the new year on the way? You working on anything yet?
I have a lot of songs, yeah, and I got a lot of things lined up. It's just that I'm trying to just finish this up. I don't like concentrating on two things at once, and I think as soon as I got the album tour, sort of like, you know, that was No Breaks and that was 84, I think I'll find it a lot easier to just like beam in on an album, and I've already booked studio time now, so I'm pretty confident.
It's Jack Strapp with John Waite. We'll see you next time on The Big Time.